What you connect to is controlled by whether you have saved your life or not. God will not allow people who didn't save their life to take his own. Let me, because the life of God is a saved life. I say God will not allow people that didn't save their life, their own life, to take his own. Now, Jesus took the life of God because he first of all saved his own. Please, oh. That's what the Bible says in Hebrews chapter 10, verse 7. Verse 5, not 7. That a body that is saved, when the Bible says prepare, it's saved. The word saved, prepare is synonymous to saving. A body that was saved was presented to be imparted with the life of God. So it was not the Jesus in heaven that came to prepare Jesus' body. No. The Jews prepared a body that cannot be buried from consciousness of clear vision, investing their life properly. Wait a minute. You know why that woman asked his son to go to get shop in nowhere? She doesn't know much. You cannot tell a small boy to go and look for shop. And you know there is no value with him yet. I said there is no what? There is no value with the boy. And are you saying that money should give him value? Is what you're saying? When Anna was there in the temple in Luke chapter 2, she was praying for a redemption. They were the people that said, God, give us a body. Give us a man that have a kind of body. Because the spirit does not pay for rich bodies. Clap your hand for what I just said. I said spirit does not pay for rich bodies. There are young men that they cannot see a woman and they'll be trembling because they have poor bodies. And then if they have that body that behave that is that way, how can that boy be rich? And then how does God process a blessed family? How can God introduce a great destiny from a poor body? The casualty of Samson is an eternal lesson. With all the effort the mother made to keep a Nazarite, Samson still failed. And then you're saying that that a body that was not deliberately made sacred to carry a great spirit shall be rich. How? Having passed off for about 33 years, there are young men that cannot pray consistently for 3 hours. That is, they cannot say koto plene vatula, hanstakalifrun, zitara, hallelujah, zesoprata for 3 hours. They don't have the capacity because of the weakness of their body. And how does that weakness of body connect to honor? Now, if a great body should be harvested, people should pay attention into generation. Be careful about what you're doing with your life, because it will represent the value of your life. Somebody said the boy should go and waste. A boy should go and wait to go and bring money. How? Excuse me, if what I'm saying is nothing, if you think I'm joking, you're going to watch Locust Army. By the time I'm done with Galilee program here, I mean like project in Galilee, I mean physical things, you will know how spirits can subdue the earth when men of value are born. Then you know that money is an ordinary response. I say you know that money is an ordinary response to money. Ordinary response. How do a man of my physical value, not just physical, not just spiritual, how does a man of my physical strength, I can put pressure, not spiritual now. When I told that presbytery that I have discipline, he said no, that discipline contributed, but I'm a seed of a form. It takes a seed of a form to be 61 years eunuch. A seed of a form to control what is already in my hand and is not affecting me. Money can be in my drawer for 7 days without buying anything. The money that is there now is part of my offering on Sunday. Yes. Excuse me, you don't do anything. Excuse me. And it has been there since Tuesday. Those of us who got city pains, some of the first part of that city pains was the cash in my, the first part of that city pains now was the cash in my drawer. Some of those cash in the drawer have stayed there for 2 weeks. and then somebody is looking at me as if I'm lucky. I said, it's not true. There are humans that support the divine. So the body that death couldn't conquer was provided by human beings, not God. Why will your lineage, the lineage of your husband, produce great men if you didn't pay attention on the flesh? It's not the duty of God to produce great men. If you hear great men, God will not take responsibility because they are men. The earth will take responsibility if it is man. And great men cannot be produced from lineage except other people in the lineage pay attention to it. Again, be careful about what is taking your life because you lose it once. There are some values you don't take if you don't save your life. There are values you don't connect to. I said in the course that Jesus took the life of God because he saved his own. So if you want to take something important to God, you will use your human equivalent. I bless you by telling you this. There is no man on earth that God used too much that you understand the importance of preservation. You got home, you feel like you just feel that the bed needs to be prayed on. You sweep the house, you sweep it. You just feel by inspiration that you need to wash your leg and put oil on it in the night, and then put oil on your bed and put oil on your body to lie down. The inspirer said, don't allow one grain of sand to remain in that room this night. And then you speed it up, you swept it off, and then you scrub it, and then you anointed it, and then you anointed your hand, and then you put your anointed hand on your bedsheet so that it will not be soaked with oil, and then you lie down, and then you put that hand on bedsheet, and then you put your mantle on it. That is a call for preservation. And then he says, try and pray at least 30 minutes before you lie down. The spirit of preservation is an inspirer. Something that is great will not come without story. Let me say it. I say something that is great will not happen without story. Don't forget that Africa has, you know the way we are. We try to praise things that doesn't make meaning. But if that thing has everlasting honor, it's only story will produce it. Satan steals the life of men by motivating them to invest their life purposelessly. Write down your paper. Look, I get my phone so that I can know it's evening come. MTN. Satan steals the life of men by motivating them to invest themselves purposelessly. If you're hearing me and you're a winner, Continue to win. Continue to win. And help others who are also winners. Help others who can win to win. Keep calling people to order. To come to this realm where I'm teaching from. I've taken so many years. Pastor Mata, why did he touch you? What I said? Huh?
You just said the realm.
He said?
The realm where you are teaching from.
Yes.
It's not just so many years.
It's not so many years, yes.
It's a product of a kind.
It's a product of a kind.
Like someone like you has never come before now and can never be found anywhere. So
Is it because of the depth?
the depth is deeper than money.
Thank you. You know, like this thing I'm sharing, I had it for the first time today. It's like a caution in my spirit. The Lord said, listen, I'm trying to warn you. I'm trying to warn you. I'm trying to warn you. You are of another order. He said, don't invest your life on the church. Oh. You start looking for your life. Oh. He said, don't invest your life on grace and truth. You are of